Alright, should be all good here. Let me get my screen up real fast. I apologize I didn't stream yesterday or Tuesday. Tuesday YouTube was wonky. For quite a while. So I wasn't gonna stream and risk it being weird. Where was I? There we go. And yesterday I I fell asleep. Oh no, wait, I turned it off myself. Okay. I hate it when I do that. Forget you turned off the shut down the game for hunting. Marshall's inside, so at some point in time I am going to squawk like a chicken when he comes and attacks my feet. Let me get this off. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can't get to about maybe 250. I forgot to think. I thought I moved that the other day. Hold on. Let me readjust my 104 a bit more to the center layer. That looks like it's about as close as I'm going to manage to get. Okay, there we go. Nope, this way. I think that's my favorite thing. It is slow falling off the roof after and then getting teleported. It's hilarious each time, and I don't know why. So we are 2 days closer, 3 days closer, which ever you want to count it, to Pokemon Day, which should be fantastic. I will not be streaming it because I don't really have a ton of people, and there's so many other people that stream it, which is fine. I will do reaction though. So I'm hoping to get to maybe 250 tonight. Maybe a bit more, we'll see. Should call that, no, a bad eye. The X that saved my game. Oops. So I gotta figure out what Pokeball I'm going to try to catch this dude in when he is eventually shiny. I will be trying to stream tomorrow night, probably maybe Saturday as well. I'd like to get into my habit of streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday. Maybe not necessarily all the time, but for the most part. Of course he wouldn't be an easy shiny. Ah. Sorry, at some point I'm probably gonna have to get up and blow my nose. We're starting to kind of just hit that time of the year though where allergies happen. We've had a fantastically wonderful couple of days though. They've been nice and warm. Really windy today, but not too bad. I'm definitely gonna have to blow my nose in a minute. I'll get these next 2 checks done first though. Yes, I know, the hybrid space dimension is closing. Wonder if we'll get the Garchomp Z as an event. It would make sense. Blow my nose, I might refill my water bottle as well. I did not do that before I started, and I really should have. I've been having fun seeing some of the new, like, leaks and rumors for Gen 10. Alright, here, let me fill my water bottle real fast and blow my nose. Starving. We're not playing. Yes, we're playing this game for about 5 seconds. I'm not giving you more food in the kitchen. I have plenty of food in the closet. You can wait. My dingbat thinks he's starving. We have a kitten. It is technically my sister's kitten, but he stays here. Oh, my camera has shifted. Oh. Sorry about that. Are we good? I wouldn't know because I can't see. Pin! You're not starving. There's food in the closet. But, no, you can't see it. Good Lord. See if I can't get this resettled. There we go. Stay. But, we had to get kitten food because the regular cat food was upsetting his stomach. So I started feeding him in the closet where we usually had the cat food, and started feeding Pin in the kitchen. So now Marshall is better with regular cat food. So there's regular cat food in both the bowls. But if one bowl is empty, he's starving to death. There's plenty of food in the other bowl. He just doesn't want food from that bowl, dang it. Yeah. Which I'll give him more food in the other bowl after I finish streaming. He'll live, I promise. He's pretty fat, healthy cat, so he's not being starved to death as much as he thinks he is. He has become a ridiculous beggar over the past few weeks. No, I don't need to slow down. So I'm thinking at some point in time I want to do a shiny run of this game. Just go and get a shiny in like each area. Each little wild zone, I guess. Could be fun. I've never actually tried to do one. Hi, bats. I'll have to do another playthrough of this eventually anyways, because I didn't get to play the DLC and stream it. So is anyone else like majorly blinded by the loading screen when this first came out? That little circle of light they do when you're popping into or out of I want to call this ultra space, but it's not. Out of the wormholes. Of course, it probably didn't help that, if I'm not mistaken, I was sitting here in the dark place. It's like all of a sudden bright light effect. Lamp, I swear, you look slightly crooked. I think that might just be my light bulb, though. But I've had a small laugh looking at some of the lists of things people are like, here are my guesses for Gen 10 or Gen 10 30th anniversary stuff. And I'm not saying they're bad, it's just Gen 5 remake. And it's like, I doubt we're gonna get a Gen 5 remake on a main game release year. And then someone was like, Platinum remake, which definitely not gonna get a Platinum remake. I wouldn't mind another remake of a Mystery Dungeon game, but I shouldn't really say that because I didn't play the other remake of the Mystery Dungeon games. I intend to eventually. I'm just low on space in my Switch. So it'd definitely have to be a new memory card, new system download. Why do I sound like I have a child around my feet? I have a big one up on the desk next to me. Hi, Pin Pin. You're not starving, I promise. You know this, don't you? I might have to get up in a minute and go feed the cat. So I don't have enough time to get back, so. I didn't. What didn't? Oh. I don't need that one. That is no big deal. What? I will squirt you with the spray bottle. I swear to God I will. What are you looking at? There's nothing there. Well, there's probably a ladybug there. What? Hi, Bubba. What are you doing? You're not starved to death, I promise. If I make you wait an hour and a half to eat, you're not gonna die. There's food in the closet. I just checked a minute ago. Let me go feed the cat before he decides to get creative and knock over my makeshift camera stand. Oh. What? Oh! There's another cat by my feet. Marshall, honey. Cat's all over. Ah! Let go of my sock. I swear to God, you two. You're not starved to death, dickhead. I'd like to try and eat a leg just once. Alright, I have given the kitten a toy, so maybe he will play with it instead of my feet! Marshall! I stand corrected. He did not play with it instead of my feet. You like those toys. Get it, Bubba. Don't know what it is. He is just in that foot attacking stage of his life, I guess, because he does it to my sister too. He's got like 20 toys in a little basket behind my bouncer. And his favorite thing to play with is always my feet. At least he's not wrapping himself around them while I'm walking, I guess. We had a cat at one point in time who used to do that. Be walking through the house and all of a sudden there she is around our ankles. Claws sunk into our pants. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head. I've not watched season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. I probably should. I enjoyed season 1. Oh my god. I saw the best thing last night with Poke Jungle. They're these little, and I want to say they're keychains, but they're Pokemon and they light up. It's like Pikachu's cheeks, Gengar's eyes, Punkaboo's, the little lights on, the little eye holes on Punkaboo, and something else, but I don't remember the fourth one. And they make me think of my little Charmander toy I got from Burger King when the first Pokemon movie came out. And its tail used to light up. It doesn't anymore, of course, because the batteries died. But very big nostalgia hit for me, and it's like, oh, I need one. I've not counted it yet. Don't touch it. So let's see how many times I can fall off the roof tonight. I had to change the color of my numbers. I did it with black, but that one's wanting to hide a little bit, isn't it? I might be able to do 2 more runs. He's having a grand old time with that cat named Mouse. Good. All I can hear from behind me is just thump, thump, as he attacks it. Ah, okay, that's what it is. He has it over by my chair. My bouncer has a little skirt around the bottom of the chair, like where the cushion sits on it. So he ends up playing around it because of that. Alpha Swablu! Come on, I need to get this shiny done so I can go back to alpha hunting. Because all the alphas I have left, other than I think the Indeedis, are ones I need from 5-star wormholes. Wait. These wormholes are... No, these are distortions, technically. Which, clever way for them to bring those back. Oh, I should try and do a couple rounds of Tetris this evening. Okay, this is just shit on my computer. I thought the cat was there for a second. Like, And for some reason, they all go through a stage where, like, the best place to play is just in and around my computer. And while that wasn't as much of a problem with Pin because when he was a kid, I still just had a laptop, the amount of cat toys I found under my desk when I cleaned the other day was like 2 or 3 little spring-shaped toys, 1 or 2 of the little bell balls, at least 2 of the catnip mice. It's like, well, no wonder you don't have any toys anymore. They were all under my computer. Hopefully I'll get lucky and the next area or 2 I get will be Pokemon ones, just regular Pokemon ones. I do need to sit down one stream eventually though and do Indeedee hunting. Just reset my distortions until I find one. Because I found one like once and I forgot to do it, and there's not been another one since. Indeedee is apparently the rarest thing in the game. For me, at least. He's stuck. Oh, thank God, I thought I was about to fall off the roof for a second. It's like, no, I didn't get so good so far. Babies! I'd love to see a Noibat regional eventually that's just like a fruit bat. But also I read a... what was it? I want to say it was Central Leaks, but I don't think it was. Who leaked kind of descriptions of possible 10 gen starters. This sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon. 10 gen. Gen 10 starters, and I don't know if somebody AI'd them. Shame on them if they did or if they drew them. But if they drew them, they actually made some really fun looking starters. I glanced over at my screen to make sure I didn't mess up my count, and my brain's like, oh, shiny Latios. And it's like, wait, that's the icon for my counter. Chase your brother, Pin. So, man, screw AI for making all the electronic stuff more expensive and eating up, like, RAM and memory and whatnot. I can't even afford them to switch to now, and they're gonna jack up the price. And while I will pirate an old game, I don't pirate new ones. Oh, I guess I did run out of donut energy, didn't I? Shows you how much attention I wasn't paying to my timer. Tiny rabble rouser has vanished. Probably gone into the kitchen. Stella's outside enjoying the warm evening. Oops. I forgot to click off my thing. Bunch of pluses on the screen for my counter going up. It's supposed to get cold again tomorrow, which makes me kind of sad. Last couple of days have been really nice. We've had the windows open. I've slept underneath a throw blanket on my bed because otherwise my cat snuggling with me makes me hot. Tiny heater he is. Eventually you will be teal. Then eventually I'm gonna have to hunt down your yellow twin. Well, I am hoping that Pokemon Home breaks tradition a little early and gives us compatibility kind of sooner rather than later. Because while I have a good handful of like extra shiny Pokemon and stuff, it's the Alpha Pokedex that is eating up my boxes. Like, I want to say legit, half of my Pokedex boxes are just dedicated to my living Alpha Dex. I want to say when I did mine in Legends Arceus, I started not long before we got home compatibility in June? I want to say it was June. It might have been a little earlier. But also I didn't feel the need to keep as many Pokemon in that, because we didn't get a DLC that added 100 and something more. I've got 3 boxes full of just extra Pokemon for friends for if they want it before they can get it from the DLC. Is it 3 boxes? Okay, not quite 3 boxes, but... And then, like, I don't need any of these anymore because these were just my Pokedex filler Pokemon. But they're still here. I haven't gotten rid of them yet. Oh, these are the legendaries and some of the specials. But yeah, most of my box space is taken up by Alpha Pokemon. I almost fell, but I didn't. Makes me think of Assassin's Creed. In order to play the first one, I had to like buy it for the Xbox, which my niece had at the time. So, you know, no big thing. She didn't care a bit to let me play her Xbox. And one of the like first missions when you get back to the main secret base is climbing up this, I want to say rock face, like a cliffside if I'm not mistaken. You'll have to forgive me, it's been a few years. And I kept yeeting myself over the side of this cliff and dying. Eventually I need to sit down and play Assassin's Creed. I have 2 Brotherhood and what's the other one with Ezio in it? I don't remember off the top of my head. I need to play Assassin's Creed eventually. I do have one of the 3 game collections. Had a lot of fun with, I want to say it was Brotherhood that had the co-op. Well, kind of the co-op. It was the first one where you could like play with other people and hunt each other down and assassinate each other. But I enjoyed watching a friend play it. And this was when Nyan Cat came out. And we were just messing around, and I pulled up the website and turned up the volume and stuff, and we had it playing for like 20 minutes while she ran around trying to find people on the map that she was supposed to assassinate. I was laughing at her. It's like, we would be the worst assassins ever. Hi, babies. I watched her play most of the Assassin's games. Not all of them, but a good portion of them. She'd go get them at midnight, and then we'd be up to like 4 o'clock. Well, me watching her playing. And then we'd sleep till noon the next day. That was always fun. I do kind of miss midnight releases, but there's nowhere near me that isn't like 30-45 minutes away that I can go to get games at midnight. As much as I love a game, I'm not going an hour away to get it. 'Cause I don't drive. 'Cause I have limited vision. Did that Alpha Swablu really follow me all the way over here? It really did. Wait, is that a second Alpha Swablu? I'm a little surprised none of the Halucha have been shiny that I've seen. Oh, look at all the big boys. Shiny. Go back down, I hit A. Where are all the A buttons on both my controllers? To be fair, my other controller, the A button sticks from me playing Fantasy Life and you having to do a bunch of the artisan stuff by like pressing the buttons or holding them down and whatnot. So the A button on the other controller stick. So I had to switch over to my controller that has drift in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It doesn't drift in any of the other games, it's just Scarlet and Violet. Up. Yay! Not yay! I have enough time for one more check. I feel like I'm in the frickin' world that never was in these levels. Really do need to finish playing Kingdom Hearts 1. So I think I'm gonna aim for Final Fantasy 7 and then remake first. Because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 Kingdom Hearts games I need to play on my PlayStation 4. I don't remember if I counted that. Also, I don't have time for any more checks. But so many Kingdom Hearts games. Which will be, not Kingdom Hearts, but Final Fantasy VII. It'll be sometime next month. It'll depend on how my shiny hunting for this goes and just how often I'm able to stream. Ooh, excuse me. Sister came into my room this afternoon and she looks at me and she goes, I want to go to Sonic for a pretzel and a mozzarella stick. She goes, you want to go with me? I ended up getting a Sonic Blast and it was like, oh, look at this file. And very good. Of course, they're always very good, but they're not something I get often. I might get one about 2 or 3 times a year. Hey. I like my hearing where it is. Thankfully, they didn't give us status ailments in this. Could you imagine new status ailment in Pokemon? Dizzy. Because they just burst your eardrums. Babies! I did get a Noibat plush eventually. I have a Noivern one, but I need a Noibat to go with it. Hair. Hate it when that happens. Bye, babies. And I've had to laugh. Local dollar store has actually been getting like Pokemon card packs. They actually had the booster boxes of like the Eevee booster box a couple of months ago. It all sold out like ridiculously fast, and I didn't have the extra money for it anyways. But it's like, oh wow, we're actually getting Pokemon cards in, which isn't too much of a surprise. We do get them on occasion. I was looking at a Pokemon plush at a different store today. At the Family Dollar Tree. And I picked up a Trico, and my sister looks at me and she goes, Charizard? And it's like, no! It's like, no. She goes, which one is it then? It's like Trico. And like, Charizard's a big orange dragon. And everyone's kind of sick of him. She just laughed at me. Ooh. I need to do my battle stuff for, Megastones. I still can do one more check. Oh, hallelujah. For the guess if I was gonna do that, no, I wouldn't want to do it on that side because I'd have to go all the way around to go back up. Hi, babies. I feel like I should be about due for another shiny. I'm probably not. Which if I do get any shinies after the Noibat, I'm just not gonna catch them. Because I don't need it to save my game again. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna try and plug in my... I'll have to remember to do that tomorrow. Get my other little light and see if I can't get some light on this side here. So it evens it out a bit. Stella's found her something to bark at. The frogs across the road, oh my god, have been so loud, but it's been so nice. They're going crazy. It's like all of a sudden mating season. Have the spring peepers, I think is what they're called. They might not all be spring peepers, but they sound like it. Are you eating the building, my dude? This actually wouldn't be a bad spot to shiny hunt other Pokemon. Because going back and forth, you would get the Halucha, and then the Swablu and Altaria reset. Bye, Swablu. You still need to go through and evolve a lot of Pokemon. A bunch of my shinies for my living decks. I haven't done it yet, and I don't know why. Go through and sort everybody by their generation and stuff as well. Hold on, guys. My pooch needs in. I'll be back in just a moment. Ow. Yep. Alright, here we go. Stella's in, and she's had her cookie, her dog treat, and in about 15 minutes she's gonna want to go back outside because it's nice out still. She's gonna want to go bark at stuff. This will give me enough time to do one more check. I don't know what I'm gonna catch him in. Honestly, I do not much care for the big, wide open areas in the distortions. I would actually very much rather get spaces like the, one small sewer. Sorry, in the, park. You're okay. Hi, baby. Hi. What's up? I'm sorry. I'm streaming. You gotta wait. I know you don't want out. You just want loves. Alright, hold on. Let me scratch my dog's head for a minute, guys. Oh. Yeah? You just wanting some loves? Yeah? Did you have a pretty good day today? You got to eat the end of my corn dog. So that wasn't too bad treat-wise, was it? You got to go for a walk? No, if you're still hungry, go eat your dog food. I know you don't much care for the brand we got, but that's all they had the other day that wasn't $30 for a 30-pound bag. They jacked up the price and cut down the amount of dog food in a bag. Used to be able to get about 50 pounds for $25, and now you go to get 40 pounds and it's $33 or more, because I haven't been to Walmart to see their dog food prices in like 2 months. Yeah. See, we can feed you table scraps, but then you'd just be fat and happy. And I don't need that. Also, probably constipated because Stella can't have cheese. Well, she can't have a lot of cheese. She can have a little bit. I say this like she always doesn't get a little bit of table scraps anyway. Little hunk of meat, a little bit of corn, a little bit of cornbread on occasion. What? No! You're just gonna have to wait a few minutes, baby. If you want to go back out after I'm done this round of checks, I'll get up and let you back out. She's either wanting out or she's wanting me to come rub her belly, which I suppose I could still do after this check. Take a minute or so and do it. Oh, she's gonna have to wait a minute. Yes, I know, the distortion won't be here much longer. The buildings in this place make me think of those, like, rainbow metal spoons. Kind of. do, 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 do. Still no teal. I have to laugh a little bit about Sony being like, because of the shortage of RAM and memory, we're going to have to postpone the PlayStation 6 to 2029. And it's like, oh no. Guys, you had like the PlayStation 4 for 10 frickin' years. The PlayStation 5 will be perfectly fine for probably another 6 or 7. So I saw this really cool thing where this chick took a PlayStation 5, a Xbox X, Series X, whatever the most recent Xbox is called. I'm sorry, I'm not an Xbox person. And a Switch 2, and like took them apart and put them together in such a way that she could. They were basically 3-in-1. Hi, Marshall. But she could click the top of the system. You are going to fall, son. You're on top of my headset cord. Can I at least lift up your butt, please? Hold on, I'm fighting with a cat. There we go. I know, hold on. We do this every evening. Quit sticking your claws in. Quit. Quit. Quit, you're the one who's getting too big for this. But, she fixed it to where she could literally swap between, like, the 3 systems with just pressing a button on the top of the thing. This is still technically a game system, but, it was neat. She couldn't sell it or anything, of course, because that's, like, major copyright infringement and, like, against the terms of service and stuff. But it was neat. Are you comfortable? I hope so. Very much like to spend a portion of my evening without your claws in my stomach. Marshall doesn't realize he's grown, because when we got him, he could plop down on my lap and be perfectly fine. But now he's grown, and when he goes to plop down on my lap, the weight of his, the weight of his back and his butt and all that goes to tilt him out of my chair. And he feels like he's falling, and his first instinct is to grab me. Oh, you little snot. Separated the cats from myself last night with technically a body pillow, but I think it's called a pregnancy pillow because it's kind of like curved and stuff, and like you're supposed to use it to like prop yourself up in funky ways. But I put it between me and the cats last night and had a wonderful night's sleep because they snuggled up against it, and I didn't overheat. Isn't that right, little man? And yes, I told my dog I would be letting her out a couple minutes ago, but if she really needs out, she's insistent about it. She comes back and like keeps poking me in the foot with her nose. And it won't kill her to wait a few minutes. I'm gonna do one more round after this, and then I'll get up and let her out. I have 2 more checks. It's only a problem if it's shiny and I have like 45 seconds left. I still might make it with enough time to check. I know the route fairly well, other than, you know, being knocked off the edge of the roof by the Noivern. The wrong time of year for hurricanes. No, I need you to run. Yes, I know, I'm just barely gonna have enough time. Woohoo, not shiny. Yeah, see, woohoo, Marmar. Can rub your belly. Boy, I hope you're comfy, 'cause you sure look it. Sticking the body pillow between me, you, and your brother tonight. Again tonight. Do you know that? If it weren't such a pain in the butt to get my camera set back up, I would show you guys this cat in my lap. He is ridiculous. No, I don't need your help. I'm sorry. Thank you for the offer, but I don't need it. It's kind of funny, he can hit you on the ladder. Are you having a good time? He's literally tried to like catch the changing colors on my controller before. Which was cute for about like 45 seconds. No. But little you could see past my hands. I laughed though. Don't remember what he was doing the first time I got him with a squirt bottle. But you'd think I'd shot him with a gun? I want to say he was... I think it was... Oh, he's getting too close to my plate. I set a plate of food down. And he was on the desk. And this is like the first time he'd ever gotten up on the desk when I was eating. And acted like he was going to reach over into my plate of food and grab something. So I squirted him a little bit with a squirt bottle, and oh, he took off like a shot. He was out of here. You just think you're King Tut, don't you? Oh, apparently the Pikachu and Pokopia is part ghost type, which is interesting. But I'm sure we'll hear more about that next week, because it comes out week after next, like literally the first week of March, I think. Did anyone else get slightly upset with the missions they sent us on where you were like going after an alpha Pokemon and they wouldn't let you catch it? Like, go after this alpha Pokemon, but you can't catch it. Someone else is gonna get it. And it's like, nah, my alpha Pokemon. The Dondozo and Tatsugiri were enough of a pain in the butt to have to get. Look, I love you, little man. You're not staying there all night. You're staying there for about 2 to 3 more minutes before I get up and go see if Stella wants outside. Yeah, you can big stretch all you want. I'm sorry. There is literally a pillow 2 feet away from you that metaphorically has your name on it. I know it doesn't give off body heat, but like, it's a good pillow. All the bats in my belfry are mad at me. Nope, not shiny. I hit X instead of home. Alright, little man. It's time for you to move so I can go see if your sister wants out. You guys want to see the kitten?
Come here, Zumba.
Oh, I know. Oh, excuse me. Marshall's getting a drink. He'll be back in my lap in a minute. And Stella did want back outside. Of course, it's nice out. And when it's nice out, she likes being outside in the evenings. Gets to listen to all the critters and go bark at squirrels or leaves that rustle too much or skunks. Which, having been sprayed about 3 times now, hopefully there won't be a repeat of that this year because, ugh. I mean, I can adapt to it quickly enough. It's slightly annoying, the sprayed skunk smell, but Dad absolutely hates it. Swears up and down he can smell it for like 3 months after. Thank you, Relling, for being there. Otherwise, I'd have just run right off the side. Watched this thing yesterday. And it was this AI like anime idea, and it was actually kind of an interesting idea. And it got to this one part though where it's talking about this guy telling the supposed main character where you go to get this thing, and it's like she. And it's like, dude, that's not a she, that's a he. It's like, yeah, this is AI junk, so I blocked the channel. Like the channels that do the story reposts, but on the side of the channel they have like the ASMR stuff that you see behind the actual story, the skit channels. There we go. And off to the side is someone cutting up clay or soap or making food or something. I block all those too. But it's like, oh, this, I hate it though, because it's like, oh, this anime looks interesting, and then you go to the comments, and it's like, this is... Hi, Shiny Swablu. I can't catch you, I apologize. Because last time I jokingly caught the shiny Pokemon, my game saved after I caught it. I have to put up with that like 3 more times. Okay, so next we need a shiny Halucha. I guess, or a Noivern or a Altaria, just to kind of continue the chain here. But I do hate seeing, like, something that generally looks like it would be an interesting anime, and then it's like, oh, look, this is fake, this is AI, and it's like, Like, on one side, shame on you, but on the other side, this generally looked like a slightly interesting idea. But... it is lovely, though, when you poke the side of the thing and it's like, here's the name of this anime, 17 comments down, because for some reason they don't put the name of the anime in the description. I found a couple of anime watching shorts, actually. What was it? Blessed by the Gods? Pretty one of those kind of isekais where they die and they're transported to another world and they get to live another life. Oh, I don't have enough time for one more. That one's cute. It's kind of a slice of life one. What was the other one I found through that? I leveled up my farming to 99 and became a god or something like that. I don't remember. I just know it's like level 99 farming. And then I found 1 or 2 other ones that I don't quite remember the names of. I'm looking forward to season 2 of farming life in another world. Season 2 of campfire cooking in another world was just fantastic. Gotta love a show though where the main focus is food. Looking forward to season 2 of Delicious and Dungeon as well. Thinking about watching season 1 of Fernin, the one about the elf that I can't pronounce the name of because I've not heard it enough. That one actually looks like it'd be pretty good. I just haven't talked myself into sitting down to watch it yet. Also, the thing with One Piece season 1 actually being 1,000 and something episodes long, I want to see how they have the DVD box set separated. Probably by arcs. Because I know Dragon Ball Z technically had seasons, but they had the seasons broken down into like story arcs. Because you get one overreaching arc, and it would be the Android Saga, the Cell Saga, the like Imperfect Cell Saga, the Perfect Cell Saga. And then it was... no, that was the beginning of the new one, was the... no, was that the end of the Cell Saga with the tournament? I don't quite remember. No, I think that was the start of the new season. That was... I used to have all these on VHS. That was right before the Saiyaman saga. Which then they did the World Tournament, which turned into the Boo Saga, I think. Now I'm curious. I might actually have to look that up. Of course, I've not watched One Piece in forever. I think I got to Chopper. I think they just added Chopper to the crew when I stopped watching. And of course I skipped over so much Naruto Shippuden that it was ridiculous. I watched just about all of regular Naruto. And I watched about 20 minutes of Boruto. Because that's mostly me seeing something interesting and it's short and be like, ooh, I'm gonna watch this scene in its entirety. Watched a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho as well. And that was a weird one because they showed that one, it started off as a Toonami weekend, like, late night one, showed with, like, Inuyasha. What was the other one it showed with? It showed with something else. It was Yu Yu Hakusho, no, it was Yu Yu Hakusho and Inuyasha. And then at some point later, I don't have time for this, literally, don't have time, but at some point later they moved it to Toonami during the day with Roni Kenshin and a couple, and like Gundam. Then I want to say it almost ended up going back to Saturdays, but it was like evening Saturdays. And then for some reason, the last season, they would show on, like, Saturday morning at, like, 4 o'clock. And I only knew this because I legit could not sleep one morning and woke up. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to turn my TV on and watch TV. And there it was. 2 episodes. Of course, to be fair, I used to have my phone, alarm set for, like, 1:30 so I could watch Wolf's Rain. There's so many anime I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch Wolf's Rain. I kind of want to rewatch Shaman King. I don't remember if that one had an anime accurate ending, or at least 100% anime accurate ending. Yep, it's fun to watch though. Fun to read too. I think I have a PS2 Shaman King game in my games. Maybe? I know I have one of the Full Metal Alchemist games for PlayStation 2. If only my PlayStation 2 still played discs. Gonna see if I can find someone who can fix that. Because the Full Metal Alchemist game was kind of fun and dumb. And mine had a scratch at one point in time during one of the scenes, so you could start the scene, but you could not finish the scene because it would freeze your game and you'd have to restart like the boss fight. But I want to say I played it through like 2 or 3 times. What do I have back there for PlayStation 2? I have Kingdom Hearts. I have Kingdom Hearts 2. I have Final Fantasy X. I have 10-2. I have Dirge of Cerberus. I have Final Fantasy 13. I think I have Shaman King because I stole it from my friend. I have the Fullmetal Alchemist game because he gave it to me. He's like, I played it, you can have it. Let's say I have something else. Oh, Spyro. I have Spyro. I have Enter the Dragonfly. I don't know why I counted that before I got there. Oh well. Don't have a huge collection of PlayStation 2 games, honestly. I have a bigger selection of PlayStation 3, and even then, it's because some of those are borrowed. Or it's also because most of the games I have on... I said PlayStation 3. I don't have a PlayStation 3, I have a PlayStation 4. Most of my PlayStation 4 games, like 4 or 5 of them are ones I borrowed from my friend. And she's like, I don't have a PlayStation 4, which she does now. She didn't when I borrowed most of them. She ended up having to pawn it. But she lent me a bunch of them, and a bunch of the games I have I just downloaded because convenience more than anything. Eventually I'm gonna have to go and get a handful of the games I just really like on disc. Oh, not gonna have enough time to do another check. But it's kind of funny looking at my games, because I have like 4 or 5 N64 games, and then 4 or 5 Nintendo DS games, and then I have like 4 Switch games that I bought physically, and then the probably 10 or 11-ish PlayStation 4 games, only a few of which are mine. That is the wrong direction. And the rest are borrowed or / given. Evil Within. She lent me Evil Within and the Evil Within 2, and it's like, I'm not a first-person shooter person, you know this. And she's like, go ahead and play it, and it's like, I can't promise I will or I won't, but... She gave me Until Dawn as well, which eventually... one Halloween or something, I would like to actually sit down and play that one. I know it's a little controversial, but it's kind of just a dumb, fun horror game before they got kind of weird. I enjoyed, what was it, Little Hope? I didn't enjoy Man of Medan quite as much. And then the one where they're in the desert, I don't think I paid enough attention to that playthrough to have a yay or nay about that one. But I did enjoy Little Hope. I'll fall off the web. Spider-Man I am not. Which Spider-Man and at least the Miles Morales games are 2 I would like to possibly get eventually. And if I can ever manage a PS5, or they somehow manage to stick it on the Switch too. No, I guess I could buy it for my computer. Yeah, this is a computer game too. I forget about that sometimes. It's like, the the third Monster Hunter story, the one that's coming out, I think next month. I forget. I literally have that wish listed on my computer. I won't have the money to get it right away, but it'll be there. Mama Blueberry, every time I talk about, because I baby my computer. I baby my computer so bad. She's like, one day, she goes, I'm going to be there with you, with your computer, and I'm going to show you exactly how good your computer is. And it's like, okay, but until that day, I'm babying my baby. Which I need to baby my baby here in the next month or two and take it to the dude in town and let him take a air hose and stuff to it. Blow it out real good and get any dust and fuzz and stuff I can't get when I do general wipe downs every couple of months out of it. One more check. That'll be in a couple of months though. Probably May or so. This is about the beginning of June. I'll have had it for 3 years. It's been a good computer. It should be. It costs $2,000. I don't know. I don't need it in my boxes. Thank you. And given the price of computer parts right now, it might actually be worth more than I paid for it. Alright, I don't think little man's gonna come back and get in my lap, so I can put that up. And I can rearrange my feet so I'm not sitting on the one. It's not numb. Because blood flow is a wonderful thing. I'm curious if we will get a movie for the 30th anniversary. Because we've not had a movie since 2020. I think that's when the This Is a Rude movie came out. 2020 or 2021? I would say it came out in 2020 and then I didn't get to see it until 2021 because it didn't release on like Netflix or whatever until then. But it would be nice to see another Pokemon movie. It'd be a little weird not having one that like revolves around Ash just because we only had 20-something Pokemon movies that revolved around Ash. But, I could do a Liko, Roy, and Dot one if they wanted. Or, you know, they could bring Ash back for a, for a new, technically, Pokemon reboot movie where for some reason he only has Pikachu and the Charizard from I Choose You has vanished. Actually, I can't complain. The Power of Us is probably like my second or third favorite Pokemon movie. And you know, I like how they mimicked the title because the second movie was technically The Power of One. I remember getting the getting Pokemon 2000 on VHS and being so confused because included in this video is a preview for the next Pokemon movie, and we were expecting it to be like after the end credits and stuff, and it was before. And then when the Entei movie came out, they changed the name of it. Originally it was going to be Lord of the Unknown Tower, and then they changed it to Spell of the Unknown, I think. I sit down and watch a bunch of Pokemon movies soon. I had a friend at one point, they're like, yeah, we've never seen any of the Pokemon movies, and it's like, oh, I'm fixing that, and I think we got to the third or fourth one, and stopped watching Pokemon movies. Just because we all got kind of busy. Need to do that again. Sit down and watch Pokemon 2000, watch the third movie, watch Detective Pikachu. Rewatch the first one. Ignore, what is it? Evolution. The remake they did of the first one because it's ridiculous. And I like to pretend it doesn't exist. Watched it a grand total of twice, and the first time was a mistake, and the second time was on purpose just so I could show a friend how bad it was. Like, maybe if they'd have been able to keep some of the original music, it wouldn't have seemed as bad, but it was bad. I didn't like the animation style they did for that. I can get, okay, let's, you know, computer graphics have improved so much, but let's do one in a new style and make it anew and stuff, but it's like, no. My favorite thing about Pokemon movies is they've always been that lovely mixture of the regular animation. I want to say hand-drawn, but they've probably not technically been hand-drawn for a while. Well, they're all drawn on computer, but in computer graphics. Because you can go through the movies and you can see the scenes that's clearly hand-drawn and the scenes that are computer graphics. Not so much in the first Pokemon movie that I can think of off the top of my head, but I haven't seen it in a while. Probably the Storm and stuff were kind of their computer graphic bits for it, but in Pokemon 2000, their computer graphics moments are Lugia, the underwater current, the beast of the sea. And in the third movie, it's the, like, crystal towers. Then in, like, the fourth movie, you get the big nest monster that is the, computer graphic thing in that. In the Latios and the Latios movies, it is, I want to say the water? In the scene where it's being, like, controlled by Annie and Oakley. But they've always been such a nice mishmash of drawn graphics and computer graphics. And one of my favorite things about Pokemon movies for forever. And I miss it. What a combination of Pokemon to go through. You have giant cotton swabs. And then all the bats that are angry at you. Nope, don't slow run. Run. Actually run, please, and thank you. Up. Down. I really need to sit down and give watching Horizons another go. And it's not bad, there's nothing wrong with it. I just hit one of those episodes where it was like, this is a little cringe, I'm done for now, and just never picked it back up. I got like 12 or 15 episodes into the first season, and it was like, oh, baby's first battle. Which is weird because this is not baby's first battle. Why are you two just using the same attack over and over again? Oh, Stella wants in, but I'm gonna make her wait a minute, because it's the time of year she likes to thump the door like, hey, let me in. And then you get to the door and she's gone. My dog Ding Dong ditches me. Oh, she thumped again, but she's still gonna have to wait about 2 more minutes. It's not cold or rainy outside. She wants inside so she can get a drink of water and so she can get a treat. Because I'll break a treat up into a couple pieces, and then at night she'll get that treat in however many pieces it's been broken into as she goes in and out. Yes, I hear you. You can wait a moment, I promise. You're not gonna die. It's just windy out, floppy ear. Stella's Beagle, so she does have very floppy ears. Alright, I don't have enough time to do another check. Let me go let the dog in. I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, Miss Stella Marie has had her second treat for the evening. She's got one more, which she'll probably get in the next hour or so. Not that way, that way leads to Halucha. Yes, I would like to see a new Pokemon movie. You weirded me out for a second. I thought you were eating. Stella, she's getting her drink. I'd like to see a new Pokemon movie. I would like to see another Mystery Dungeon remake. If you know, they felt nice and wanted to do that for us. Gen 10, of course. And of course, we'll get updates on Champions and Pokopia and all the mobile games in the card game. I would like to see if they're going to release Surfetched and Wooloo this year. I don't remember if they've released Season 2 of Pokemon Concierge yet or not. I would love to see a new animated short series like Hisuian Snow or Paldean Winds. That would be nice. And I wouldn't mind much if they wanted to toss us another Pokemon game. I'd want to say another Pokemon Snap game, but it's probably not been long enough. I mean, it was like 13 years between the first Pokemon Snap and the second Pokemon Snap, so I don't think that's gonna happen. No, it wasn't 13 years, actually. It was a lot more than 13 years. Because that came out... Was it 2019? Something like that? I do adore my Pokemon Snap games. think I just ruined their plan to hit me with a hurricane. They're taking chunks out of the buildings again. I would love a, like Pokemon minigame collection. Kind of like an assortment of mini games from the various generations. Like the stadium mini games, maybe Pokeathlon contests. There was a jump rope and like a racing mini game in I want to say Fire Red and Leaf Green of some sort that I could never do because I never had anyone to play with. But oh, also, you know, rumors flew last year, and I want to say probably the year before too, the Pokemon collections. Excuse me. For the older games, which I've seen rumors about it just being Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it's like, no, if you're gonna do that, you gotta do more than just Fire Red and Leaf Green. Like, yes, you want to do Fire Red, Leaf Green, sure, I'll spend $15, $20, whatever on it, but it's like, but if you're gonna charge us buku money, you gotta give us more than 2 games. I would gladly spend $60 on a complete collection or a half-complete collection of all the Game Boy Colors, and Game Boy Advance games. By half a collection, I mean them doing like version exclusive sets, where it's like blue, yellow, silver, crystal, ruby, emerald, fire red. I'd pay $60 for that. Because eventually, the battery in my copies of gold, silver, and blue are going to die, and I'm not going to be able to save anymore. The battery in my copy of Emerald has been dead since high school. Bless the friend I lent that game to, and they gave it back to me like 3 days later. The game said the battery died, I'm so sorry. And it's like, okay. And it's like, you couldn't help the battery in my game dying. Because those ones you can still save, and it just means the internal clock doesn't run anymore. If your battery dies in blue and stuff, you can't save it anymore. I have a copy of yellow with a dead battery in it, and you can't save it. The save data doesn't stay. Actually, the internal battery in my copy of Sapphire is probably dead too. I don't know if Fire Red and Leaf Green had batteries. Probably. Maybe? I don't remember if Fire Red and Leaf Green had anything that was day specific. Been forever since I played those games. Should plug in my the DS I have that has the Game Boy Advance slot on the bottom and play those. I would love to get DS games on the Switch as well, but don't know how they would do the touchscreen. I mean, imagine they could probably, to an extent, make it a pop-up screen, kind of like in VDSP. where you hit the R button or whatever and it pops up in the corner. Kind of missed the transceivers from Black and White. Mostly because you could get the different little screens for them. They had the Deerling screens and Pikachu one and one with the starters, I think, and then one for Valentine's Day with Love Disc or a little Lamola on it or something. They were great. I think I had all of them to an extent. I think there were a couple of special Japanese ones you couldn't get, of course. But I liked rotating through the Deerling ones and making the Deerling match whatever season it was in game. Of course, if they redid the Black and White games, both Black and White and Black and White 2, I think I would like them to fix it to where instead of a season being a month, a season was a week. Just that way you don't have to wait a month to get certain Pokemon spawn increases. That was the one thing I hated though, was having to wait for certain seasons to roll around just so you could see the changes in game. Cause I wanted to see my winter Sawsbuck and stuff. That was my favorite of the Sawsbuck forms. And Cryogno that has a 1% encounter rate every season except for winter. Most it was just fun watching the areas change as the seasons went by. Oh, not that way. This way. I did enjoy Black and White and Black and White 2's connecting storyline. That was fun. A little sad they kind of don't do that more often. Of course, with DLC now they probably won't have to, but they did like how instead of doing a gray version that just added some extra areas and stuff, they made it a sequel instead. Continued on with the story. Of course, ZA is a sequel to X and Y, as opposed to Arceus, which is a prequel to Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl. I was having trouble remembering the other games in that set. I would very much love for a prequel to Gen 5, because I am very curious as to what Kyurem was before Reshiram and Zekrom split apart from it. And just like getting the War of Two Brothers, because that's one of my favorite Pokemon mythologies. Hold on, let me go see what my dog's up to. Stella! What are you doing? She is back outside. She is enjoying her outside time. Which is good, because it's supposed to get kind of cold again for a few days. Gotta love that up-down time of year. Where one day it's 70 degrees and the next day it's 40. But, I would like a prequel to Black and White 2, covering the war between the two brothers. Then I would also, thank you for that, I would also like one actually for Gen 6. And kind of, the Ultra Beasts, you know, coming through and attacking the first time. The, Guardians of Alola being awoken or found, or however that would play out. The Kahunas becoming a thing. That'd be interesting. And yes, the Darkest Day and stuff from, Kalos. No. Jesus Christ. From Galar. We're in Kalos right now. Would be fun. I'm not... I mean, I like the idea for it, but I'm not as, I guess, super hyped for it, because it feels like we got Sword and Shield yesterday when compared to, you know, Gen 5 and Gen 7. It's just been a smaller amount of time. Also, I wouldn't mind a Legends Johto. That could be fun. I'd love to see if they will finally tell us what Pokemon turned into Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. Because I know the short they did for it a few years ago, I want to say it was Generations? Showed legit, like, 3 dog Pokemon, and they were not identifiable dog Pokemon. They were like unknown species of dog Pokemon. I don't think I have enough time. I do not. So I'd love for them to finally, you know, give us the answer to what Pokemon became them. If they ever end up doing a Legends game for Kanto, I think it would be another one of those ones where I would almost like it set in the future, I think. Marshall, quit attacking my foot. Quit. Because I can't think of any lore other than Mew that you would be able to really go backwards in Kanto for. So Kanto does seem like one where you would probably want to do a leap forward in time. Probably a bit of a bigger one than the... What is it? 4 or 5 years in Legend CA? 2 years? Some amount of years. I don't remember how far in the future this game is set, but that's probably one where you'd want to do it like 20 to 25 years in the future or something. Gives us futuristic Kanto. Then you could give it entirely new gym leaders, except for maybe Rock or Misty. Well, actually, probably Misty, because I think she was the youngest gym leader in Kanto. Though, Koga's daughter? Niece? Might be younger, I don't quite remember. But it would be fun to see, new gym leaders and stuff there. Are you having fun playing with my foot? Hmm? Marshall's beside my chair and he's pawing at my socks every 15-20 seconds. I'm sorry, you can't have it. It's my sock. If you went outside, you're just gonna have to wait till I end stream. Because you go outside and you're gonna stay outside like until 2 or 3 in the morning when when somebody gets up to go pee and hears you meowing. There's a kitten outside he likes playing with. He's an inside-outside cat. We kind of intend for him to be kind of a garage cat to go after the mice in the garage. Oh, Jesus. Hi, sneaky boy. What are you doing? You're gonna fall when you do that one day. Come on, off my... Thank you. Just a second. Let me get the king his seat extended so he has something to put his feet on so he won't dig his claws into me. You're spoiled. Do you know that? You have no idea how spoiled you are. Yes, I'm talking to you. Just ninja'd his way over. Bubba, you're about too big to fit in my lap that way anymore. I'm sorry, it's an eventuality. Pin hates it because he doesn't fit in my lap very well anymore. He can do it, but if I have to turn in my chair for anything, the top of his head is brushing the underside of my desk, and he doesn't like it. So he hops down. Did they do a little animated series, a la Hisuian Snow, Paldean Winds? I would like to see them to do one that covered the ZA tournament. Team M. Good lord, MZ. Give us a little bit of AS. Please give us some AZ. Actually, you guys killed him in this game and it made me sad. Also, I want him to do like story time, just for the fun of it. Give us one that covers the story behind Ange. Oh. Out of energy. Out of donuts. Yeah, we're out of donuts. You don't care. You've got a lap to lay in. What? I was petting your head. If you bite me, I'm kicking you out of the chair. I'm putting you back over on the pillows. You can snuggle with Pin. Yeah. He's got his head tilted back. And he's like, please rub my chin. I'm done. I'm finished. For the next couple of minutes until I do my next reset, I'm finished. You gotta wait. No more chin rubs, I'm sorry. I'm getting looked at. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll go to about 10, see how far I am. Maybe a little after, it depends on how long it takes me. I want to try and get to 250. Or fairly close to 250. My number's all askew again because it's too big. Here, let me fix that real fast. Make that a bit smaller. I feel like I always have to fight with these. Either too big or too small and can't get them centered quite right. They're just such a nuisance. And that's what I get for not paying attention. Please stop pulling on my headset. I did this one to myself. But this is only my second building fall of the day. Which is better than the 6 or 7 times I think I fell off the building the other day. Actually didn't want up here. I wanted to just run along the side. Would you actually run, please? Thank you. But I'm curious if we'll get any sort of like little update with this. Not even necessarily the Mega Z Garchomp. But even just another like little side story. No, you gotta wait, Stella. She's in an in and out mood, and I'm not letting her in, because I just let her out a couple minutes ago. She can wait a little bit. Just so you're aware, little man, my foot's going numb again. And yes, it is your fault. He doesn't care. You don't care. All you care about is food, water, and a good place to curl up. No! I've been bitten. In the next 24 hours, I shall be a vampire bat. I don't know why I added the bat to that, because Noibat, but... Now I want to know what a Pokemon version of a vampire would look like. How would that work? Because we get kind of werewolf vibes with Dusk Lycanroc. And we get kind of the Hellhound Grim vibe from Houndoom. I would kind of like to see maybe a region where they lean a little bit and more into maybe a few kind of classic horror movie monsters. Oh. Thank you for letting her in. Give us a Frankenstein and like a werewolf and a vampire and I would say maybe a siren? I'd say give us an alien, but we already have a Behem and a Gem, so we have aliens covered. Give us a swamp monster. That'd be kind of fun. Other way. Of course, I also want like a lot more just farm animal Pokemon, so you know, give me that happy medium in between. I would so love to see a Minotaur Pokemon one day. Give us maybe a Fawn-esque Pokemon. And a Pegasus, because we don't have a Pegasus Pokemon yet, somehow. And a Hippocampus. Give us a Hippocampus. And a Manatee. Generation 10's Pokedex would just be ridiculously huge. Because I am very much in the corner of, if Gen 10 could be Gen 5 in a complete 150 plus Pokemon redo of the Pokedex, I would be all for it. But the Pokedexes tend to be about 400 Pokemon now, so I don't know if they would do 400 new Pokemon. I would like to see a good handful of new Pokemon, over 100, and then a good handful of regional variants and convergent species, and then maybe some of whatever Pikachu is. Because I don't think it's a regional variant, considering the area that Pokopia seems to take place in gives Kanto vibes. What, Marmar? Must you? What, are you gonna get him? Huh? But I would love for Gen 10 to just be fantastically big. No. No, don't dig your claws into my shirt, please. I ain't got nothing for you. I already gave you guys more food earlier. Alright, I can do one more. Yes, I've been seen, I know. I'm also curious if Pokopia will have any more Pokemon like Pikachu or Mossvax or Professor Tangrowth or... I don't remember if the paint-covered Smeargle got a special name, but the paint-covered Smeargle. Actually, honestly, I would love for Smeargle to get a pre-evolution. I don't know what the gimmick for it would be, but I think it could be cute. Not enough time to do another round. You just really wanted to lay on my headset cord, didn't you? Oh, do I get to rub your toe beans? Should we show everyone your feet? He discovered the footrest of my chair, and he's like, yes, more space to spread out. I'm waiting for him to shift and just fall over the edge because he rolled off the footrest because it's not as wide. All the bats in my belfry are angry with me. Guess I'd be angry too if I was stuck in a pocket dimension. You missed. You got stuck. Haha. I'm thinking about making me a batch of edible cookie dough. Not even like edible chocolate chip cookie dough because we don't have any chocolate chips, and chocolate chips are like $6 a bag here. Just a batch of edible cookie dough. Sounds kind of good. Hi, babies. Some part of my brain was just like, I have time for one more. I hope I have time for at least one more. I have a 1,300 something calories left. I don't remember if that's from a Pokemon game or not. Or that's freaking Final Fantasy. I rewatched Maximilian dude play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth a week or two ago. It's fantastic. And I'm very excited for the third one, which apparently might be coming out next year. Every time someone's like, yeah, it'll be out in 2027, it's like, oh, 2 years in, and it's like, oh, wait, it's 26. I'm 2 months into the new year, and I still think it's last year. Hush, I have plenty of time. I can get 2 more checks in. Provided I don't fall off a roof. Or get blown off a roof. I think that's what happened the one time, is the whirlwind or hurricane caught me from the Noivern. Shh, I have enough time for one more. And a sleepy kitten in my lap. Pin. Wrong cat. Marshall. Marshall, Bubba, my foot's going to sleep. You guys probably don't know, but both Marshall, who is the kitten I showed you guys earlier, and my big cat, Pennyworth, are both black and white tuxedo cats. So they look ridiculously alike. And it's hit to the point now where he's gotten a little bit big enough that I start getting them confused. Yes, I rubbed those toe beans for a moment. Spoiled boy. He's a big sweetheart, though. He is the easiest cat to get to purring. Yes, I'll rub your chin again. Just don't fall off my chair, okay? I don't need those scratch marks in my leg. You done got me the other night. Surprised you're not all spread out on the bed like Pin is. Yeah. Night, Papa. Love you too. Alright. Gonna tape that bottle to the inside of his foot. I live with my dad. He has a bottle of now I can't remember the name of it. The stuff they give you to take if you're having a heart attack. And when he goes out and about and works in the yard and stuff, he puts it in his overall pocket. And sometimes he forgets, and it goes in the washing machine. But you can open up the bottle afterwards, and it's just dissolved in the bottle. He has a big container of them, from where he got like big refills, so he just refills his bottle whenever that happens. But he loses that bottle at least twice a month, I think. Which I guess is probably better than him losing a hearing aid. Oh, Alpha's all over. Actually, no, I think you were there before. You were just comfy cozy, aren't you, little man? A week a day away from Pokemon Day? It's the 19th and that's the 27th? I can't remember if the 27th is next Thursday or next Friday, but more or less, yeah. Week away. Thought one of you were shiny for half a second. All I could see was like the kind of teal color on the Noivern's wing. Do 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 do. I'm actually curious if you fail this. If you like fight Latios and knock it out and don't manage to catch it, if you can retry it. I'm not gonna try it, but it's a curious thought. That maybe eventually I'll have to try with one of the others. Do a backup save at a Pokemon Center first. Oh, Pokemon from this game. I want to see half of you never again for like 2 generations. 2 Pokemon games at least. Like Shinx. Oh no, wait, Shinx isn't in this game. Yay, we got away from Shinx for a generation. Nothing against Pokemon in any Pokemon game, but I always laugh and call it Pokemon fatigue. It's like with BDSP, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet. It felt like you were seeing so many Gen 4 Pokemon in those games. I had Gen 4 fatigue so bad. It's like even Lucario. Lucario is like, I don't want to see you for the next 3 games, but you're going to be in the next game because it takes place in Kalos. Also, Lucario is just really popular, so chances are he'll be in Gen 10. I kind of hope he's not, but give us a chance to miss some Pokemon. Honestly, that's like a good thing. Don't put him in a Pokemon game for not necessarily a couple of generations, just for a couple of Pokemon games. Give people a chance to miss being able to use them again. It feels like you kind of appreciate certain Pokemon more when that happens. It's like, oh, I've not been able to use one of my favorite Pokemon in 3 Pokemon games, let's say. It's in this one though, so I'm really happy and excited to be able to use it again. Like if I see a Starly before Gen 11, that'd be way too soon. Because we had Starly in BDSP, and Starly in Legends Arceus, and Starly in Scarlet and Violet. It's like, yeah, hello, give me Pidove, even though I know Pidove was in Sword and Shield. Even like Fletchling, I feel a little burnt out on. fletchlings only been in Scarlet and Violet and Legends EA. Of course, part of that is I played, God, probably almost 2,000 hours of Scarlet and Violet, so I saw them a lot. Excuse me. But I'm ready for some of the more currently game popular Pokemon to get a little bit of a break. And if you want to stick them in a new Pokemon game, give them a regional give them a regional firm where they can practice law. Give them a regional form or even a convergent species. Please do not stick your claws into my leg. You have done that several times today. And while you have not drawn blood yet, I would like to keep it that way. One more check for this round. But I feel like with the rumor being that Gen 10 is going to be an archipelago of some sort, maybe. I don't think it's going to be like complete archipelago. I feel like there could be a bit of mainland there. I feel like that would be just a very good way for them to really section off certain Pokemon. Give every island its own, like, nice little ecosystem with an okay amount of Pokemon on it. You know, that's what the areas and stuff do too, but, you could give islands a lot of personality, I guess? Game Freak, give us a little bit of jungle. Because I want to say the only game I think we had kind of jungle in is Alola? And I can't remember if you could really count that as jungle or if it was just tropical forest. Because we don't really get jungle on Isle of Armor either. Oh, I guess we kind of get it a little bit in Scarlet and Violet, Tag Tree Thicket. But I don't think that doesn't really feel very jungly to me. But I would like jungle / rainforest and then I want to say plains, but not like regular plains. It was like savanna plains, like in Indigo Disc. Give us a little bit more of that. Shake it up a little bit. Actually, something that could be kind of fun but might be a rendering nightmare would be a salt flat. One of those areas where there's the big stretch of water, but it's like really thin, and because of the salt in it, you can like see the reflection of the sky and stuff really clear. It almost looks like a mirror. I would love a kind of journey to the center of the earth type area, which is kind of what I had been hoping we would get with Indigo Disc, would be that we'd have a bit of a wild area underneath Area 0 down in the caves, but all we really got was a big long tunnel. And I would like a different crystal cave, less, well, I guess those are probably technically Terra crystals, but less of the crystal encompassing everything and more of like the caves where you go really deep down and the crystals have just grown huge. A feature, but not like the main feature. So brick diving back. Give us an underwater grotto. That would be fun. You turn that into a mini game. To an extent. Traveling from area to area or something, if you go underwater, it becomes kind of a mini game, but... See, and new Pokeballs! Because there is just a huge lack of specialty Pokeballs for certain Pokemon. Give us the wing or the jet ball back or something to make it good at catching flying types. Because we've got like 3 Pokeballs that are good for water types. One that is good for bug types. One that is good for catching Pokemon of the opposite gender. One that is good for catching Pokemon at night. We do not actually have that many specific type-based Pokeballs. I would love Pokeballs that were good for catching fire types and like maybe electric types. One that would be good at the ground and like ice types. A Pokeball meant specifically for like psychic, ghost Pokemon and dark types. Just more Pokeballs in general, please. And let us change the Pokeball's color on a basic scale. Nothing huge, just even for just like basic Pokeballs, your Pokeball, your Great Ball, your Ultra Ball, maybe Premier Balls, let us be able to change their color. Nothing overly fantastic, just like a 12 color variation palette, kind of like the chests in Stardew Valley. So we can match our Pokemon to their Pokeballs better, and then if you put them in home or something, they turn back into regular colored Pokeballs. Because I kind of hate that you get things like the Heavy Ball that's good at catching heavy Pokemon. But it's an... Oh, excuse me. It's an Apricorn Ball, so it's locked behind you doing special stuff to get it. You just can't go buy it. Which I can get that for Safari Balls and like Beast Balls and things that would be something you would need to get from a competition, but... You know, you could plant berries and have Pokeballs made. It doesn't seem like they would be... Well, I guess they probably would be super, super rare, because I think it's implied that regular Pokeballs are made out of some sort of, like, super strong plastic or something. It's like, guys, come on. These things a bit easier to do. I don't want to have to troll through ranked systems or the Infinite ZA Royale for Pokeballs. It's like, yes, keep things like the Beast Ball and stuff special, the Dream Ball. It's like, give us a bit more variety here, please. It's a bit easier to get. I don't need a bazillion and one master balls. I used my master ball on a sandy ghast on accident and just shrugged. The only thing I ever really put in a master ball is Mewtwo, just because the color coordination. Quit! You're not gonna fall, quit! Sorry, I'm being jabbed in the leg by Tiny Claws because he scooted down to the footrest of the chair. Yeah. But some new Pokeballs would be nice. Dude, I think you missed by a lot. I need character customization, however, to stay. Kind of like it is in this game. Give us a few new hair combos and hairstyles, and maybe a few new colors. Excuse me, hiccups and stuff. But like, I'm good with the character customization we got in this game. I love that you can wear whatever you want, no matter what your gender is. That, you know, selecting your gender is literally just so you can get whichever body type you want, but other than that, it doesn't matter. I remember having a couple of trans babies before, saying that they were excited for the game, but that they hated that they couldn't be, that all the female character clothing was cut off for them because they wanted to play a male, because playing as a female made them uncomfortable. And it's like, I'm sorry, but hopefully they found out before they started playing that they could wear whatever the heck they wanted, whichever gender they wanted to choose. It's fantastic. 11 more to go, so about 3 more resets, I think. It'll put me a little over 250. And I should be streaming again tomorrow night, provided no shenanigans happen. I can't guarantee, I won't just have one of those evenings where I'm just super tired and don't feel like streaming. I'm just busy enough during the day today and like yesterday that I wasn't really able to stream during the day. Maybe I'll be busy. Maybe I won't be busy tomorrow. I might be able to stream tomorrow during the day. We'll have to see. Because it also depends on how crowded the house is too. If it's me and 4 other people and everybody's on the internet, I don't exactly want to lag them using the internet, or lag my stream by trying to stream while everybody's on the internet. So, and by that I mean like having 3 or 4 or 5 different phones on the Wi-Fi and stuff. Not necessarily going, but usually Dad's on his phone and sister's husband's on his phone and the TV is on. And my sister might be on her phone. Sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't. And my phone's connected in general, but I'm not generally using it unless I'm checking a text message or something. So it's actually a lot of just why I hadn't streamed much in December or January. It was cold, the house was crowded, there were so many people that I didn't want to do a subpar laggy stream, so I didn't stream. Ooh, it's kind of nice. I think I needed that break a little bit. I probably should have done a shorter break. But I should be back to kind of regular streams. I might have a few wonky days here and there, but I should be good to go normally again here in the next couple of weeks, maybe. Like I said, I'm gonna try and stream as much as I can the next few weeks. Get back in the swing of things, but the next few weeks also might be a little wonky. Sorry. It feels like I need to blow my nose, but it feels like it's that dry crud you get in your nose, like when there's not a lot of moisture in the air. No, I have 2 more checks. And balances. Get used to being a professional jabber again. Jabberer. Please do not stick your claws into my leg. You're gonna be out of luck when I finish streaming here in the next 10-ish minutes and get up to go refill my water bottle and possibly go pee. Because you're not staying in my chair. I had to exile your brother from it earlier. I got up to go do something and came back in the bedroom and he's curled up in my chair snoozing and it's like, oh, you gotta move. Oh. Okay, I do actually have to blow my nose. I think that stuff from earlier started to come loose. Which I will take my headset off and swap over to my pause screen while I do that. So you guys don't want to watch me blow my nose. Alright, not enough time to do another. Give me, just a moment to blow my nose real fast. Like I said, I still figure you guys want to watch me do it. No, you don't need my toilet paper. You do not need my toilet paper at all. Okay. Here we go. Thank you for putting up with that small break. It's one of those times where you kind of cough and you can feel gunk come loose. I did that earlier. Sneezed like 5 times in a row and it's like, every time I sneeze this much I need to blow my nose. Shit-ding. You're liking that foot, aren't you? You still can't stay there after I'm done streaming, Bubba. I'm sorry. You're a lovely, snuggly little man, but, I would like to sit however I want in my chair while I read before bed. Do 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 do. You need to look up a shiny Latios video and see if you can hear the sparkly noises at the bottom of the holovator. I do still think you should be able to eat one extra donut while in a hyperspace to be able to stay here. So that way when you get areas like this where even if you have like the best freaking donut you can make and you still only get 6 minutes in the area, you can at least expand it to like 10 or 12. I think I will be one short. I'll be at 49, and I said I was going to go to 250, which means I'll do one more reset after this one. I feel bad. I used to stream almost every day for like 2.5, 3 hours. And I've got to a point where I kind of don't do that anymore. I do need to get back into the swing of doing it. Because I kind of never know what my day's gonna consist of, so it's one of those things that's just kind of hard to schedule around. Work will hopefully be picking up again soon, so that'll be nice. But it does tend to mean a little less stream time, which is okay. Because, I mean, I've had the ability to turn monetization on for like 5 or 6 months and I haven't done it. Of course, I haven't seen a reason to. You know, you can stream for 1.5 years and get up enough followers and enough chatters and stuff to earn monetization. But as generally a daytime streamer, so the biggest portion of my watchers are daytime ones, and school and stuff loses me a few watchers and whatnot, so there's not much of a point. I just kind of thought I was gonna wait till I could get like 20-ish people consistently in stream before I maybe turned monetization on. No, I'm not a, ooh, I'm gonna get rich and make a living off of this. This is a bit more, alright, I want to stream and kind of have, what are you doing? It's like he's trying to tickle my shin. But I want to have stream and I want to have some fun. And if I can make a little bit of money, you know, I don't need a ton of money to be happy. So that'd be cool. But honestly, I just kind of enjoy streaming. How much time do I have left? That was 49, so not enough to do another reset. And one day I'm just going to sit here for 2 hours and play Tetris 99. And see if I can get good enough again to get down to like, into the 10s. Because my highest rank on that was actually 4th once. And I think I made it like 6 or 8 once. But generally, when I've been playing now, I'm either knocked out in like the 80s because 15 people are targeting me, or I make it to like the 20s, which isn't too bad, I guess. And Tetris is a good brain game. I need to start playing Free Flow a bit more. Because that's a good one, too. So many birds. And now I just realized I can't do the Battle Royale stuff until I finish this hunt. Which is fine because I'm only 2 behind. What they're doing, they did Sceptile last, and then before that I think it was Excalibur, and the next one is Blaziken. So I'm good to, you know, do that here in a week or two and get all those. I need to. Not too horribly difficult. It's a little time consuming. It's fun if you can get people who use a nice variety of different Pokemon and not 3 other people who have like basically the same teams. Like when I did my first few rounds, I actually did fairly okay with my Simipour, my Aromatisse, and my Drumpa. My Aromatisse was kicking a lot of butt. Alright, yeah, about 2 more checks. Maybe a 3rd, but that's a big maybe. Okay, no, just 2 more checks. So this one and the next one. Big boy! I love alpha Pokemon so much. They're so ridiculously big. I absolutely adore them. I hope they go back to trying to kill us in the next game. Not that they don't try to kill us in this game too, but it felt more impactful than Legends Arceus. Like, they don't knock you off your feet in this one. You flinch a little bit, yes. But they don't knock you down and, like, come for you like they do in the other games. Of course, maybe I've just been desensitized to them in this game because of Area frickin' 17. One guaranteed Alpha Pyroar. And then all of his ladies who could also be alpha. I wonder if anybody's gotten all of the Pyroar as alphas there yet. Let go of my pants. Oh, you farted. Oh, no. You! Oh! I'd ask what you've been eating, but I think I know what you've been eating. You've been in the macaroni we threw outside for the chickens, haven't you? It's fine. I don't have time for another reset. Alright. That is going to be it for this evening. Oh! Are you okay? I don't know if you rolled off the foot of the chair, if you jumped down. I've been waiting for him to do that all evening. Thankfully, he didn't tear his claws into my legs. Stinky boy. I'll get you some more water in a minute, Bubba. Alright guys, thank you for popping in and keeping me company for a little bit. I should be back tomorrow. Unforeseen circumstances getting in the way. There's always the chance. But I should be back tomorrow to do another 150 or so resets. Get up to 400 maybe. And I might, and like I said, I might see about streaming tomorrow during the day. It'll just depend on how busy I end up being, because I never know from day to day. So I hope you guys have a good night, or good morning, you know, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.